What's up, everybody? Welcome to Podcast Now. I'm Alex, and in this video, I'm going to be doing my channel update for January. So this is where we talk about the month. It's where we talk about the future, and there are quite a few things we have to get to and talk about what's coming up. So I'm just going to kind of jump right into it. I assume anybody that's watching a channel update is already subscribed, bell, all that good stuff. I do want to say to you guys, too, you guys are the absolute best. The people that watch these videos, I assume, are more of the diehards. So I couldn't do it without you guys. I really, really do appreciate it. And let's just jump in. So January was a pretty good month. Now, I'm recording this a few days early. I'm recording this on Thursday. I wanted to record it Friday, but I was in the mood, basically, to talk about the channel, so I did it on Thursday. And I can't predict exactly where we are, but I'm going to assume we are very close, hopefully. I mean, God forbid, maybe Saturday there's just a freaking YouTube purge and we lose everybody. But right now, we're very close to 45,000 subscribers, and hopefully we get that either today when you guys are watching this, or hopefully, honestly, tomorrow. I don't really think it should take all that much longer. Again, I'm kind of just predicting or forecasting where we're at right now, right? So 45K, that means that Christy is going to be showing her face in the next live stream we do on Podcast Now. Very exciting. It's the beginning of the face reveal. You get Christy first, and I think a lot of people are excited for that, and then I will go at 50K. And so that, again, if you guys saw the title and stuff like that, those are things I definitely want to get to in the video. So we're going to talk about the future in just a second. I want to just finish up talking about the past. January was a good month. It was a month that we stayed pretty consistent in views. We stayed pretty consistent in subscribers gained. We didn't stay consistent in money. I actually mentioned this on my second channel. I did a channel update there today, actually, as well. So 2 channel updates in one day. I know, kind of crazy, but, just money is money, right? January is a low month in terms of ads, all that good stuff. I don't think you guys really care, and that's okay. I'm still going to push along. I tried. I don't know how many of you care about my mental health. I honestly would assume not many, and that's also okay. I've tried in January to lower the amount of videos. Now, to be completely honest, I have lowered the videos by about 3 videos a week. That's it. So I think I was making around 30. This is going to sound insane. Okay. This channel and the second channel combined, and not including live streams, 34 videos is what I was doing a week. I think most of November and December, I made a lot of videos, too many videos, okay? This month, in January, I think, as long as I didn't break it, tomorrow on Friday, my time, I've made 31 videos every week. So I've lowered it by 3 videos, and so I've lowered it by 12 overall the entire month. So that's actually, I would say that's pretty good. It's still way too much. It's still, I think, a lot on you guys, and I understand that, right? But at the same time, it's actually opened me up a little bit more. It's like, okay, I have a little bit more time to breathe. So I've liked what we've done in January. There's not been a lot to cover, and that's why I'm actually kind of impressed that we've kept the money stuff. Is just because of like the ad rates of each month. That's literally just a thing you can kind of predict. But the views, I mean, actually they stayed relatively consistent with November and December, and that's kind of crazy because those were some big months, and this month really had nothing in it, but we did pretty darn good. So I'm very happy with January. Obviously hitting 45K, or if it happens tomorrow, the next day, whatever, that's very, very cool. And now on to 50, truly on to 50. And then so let's talk a little bit about the future. So February, 50,000. Now, those two things are not combined. I don't think we're going to hit, unless we have a massive month, which we could, but at the same time, February really's got nothing in it, and that's what I want to get to in a second here. But 50,000 I do think is going to happen in March or April. I really hope it happens in March. I want it to happen obviously sooner rather than later. But if it happens in April, if it happens in May, it happens in May. I'm gonna keep pushing through. But hopefully it happens soon. February is a quiet month. It really is. In terms of games, there's Destruction All-Stars, which comes out Tuesday, which, by the way, I made a video on that. Anybody that wants to friend me on PlayStation, Podcast Now is my name on PlayStation. Any multiplayer game that I do get, I try to play with people. We did it with Predator. We played it with Avengers. We did it with a lot of other games, okay? Star Wars Battlefront 2 going back years and years and years ago. So I do want to play Destruction All-Stars. So that's one. And Little Nightmares 2 is the other one. That's it. That's the entire February for games. And to be honest with you, the first half of March is actually completely dead too. In terms of games I super care about, I know there's other games. I'm going to try to cover some of them. I can do like the review score predictions for them. I can do, if there's like controversy around them, I can do that. that's something that I do want to address really quickly. I think I've gotten into this little area that I do actually feel kind of comfortable with, and it's how I cover games. So games that I care about, games that I buy, games that I'm super interested in, you can generally expect like several things. You can expect like that preview, that review score prediction, maybe a couple videos leading into it, okay? Now, if it's a game I'm super into, we used to do a thing called the community series. We don't necessarily do it with that title anymore, but like a series of videos about a specific game or movie, which we do. Pirates, Scream, Hogwarts Legacy, Gotham Knights. These are games that, that's literally what I do them with. I'll do them for like Horizon, I'll do them for like God of War, I'll do them, and it's not just PlayStation exclusive, but I'll do them for the biggest games that I am most connected to, okay? Or even movies, Fast and Furious, F9, Scream I'm already doing it for, right? So like these are things that I want to do. But even game, and then when the game comes out, sometimes I do like tips and tricks, I do a best skills, I do best perks, something like that. And then I also do other things, other random stuff, And then for games that I don't care about as much, but I still want to cover, I know you guys asked me, hey, talk about Biomutant, talk about Werewolf, whatever it's called, Earthbound Apocalypse, or whatever. It's like 15 words is that game title. All those ones, like I know people want me to cover it when I'm not interested in it, like all that much, and that's okay, but I also want to be a channel for you guys, and also I would say I'm the most diverse channel I've ever seen on YouTube. I don't know if you guys have seen a more diverse one, but I think I am like definitely up there. So I do want to cover them for you guys if you guys ask me to. And that would come with not necessarily generic, but that would come with like topics that I can do for all these games, like the review score prediction, something of like a preview. Or then if there's controversy on the game, both good or bad, when the game comes out or when the movie comes out, I can do it on that. That kind of happened with Cyberpunk and Wonder Woman. I did not expect to make the kinds of videos on Cyberpunk that I did. I really didn't. I thought I would make different kinds of videos, but the game was just, obviously it happened the way it happened, and I started talking about it, and they did really well, and I enjoyed, and I think I'm good at talking about stuff like that, so that worked really well. Wonder Woman, I kind of started talking about more of the negatives. I did do like theory videos, I did do a review, I did do stuff like that, but I also talked about some of the controversy around the movie, and again, I did not really expect to do, I actually didn't expect to do much on Wonder Woman in general, and that kind of just happened. So for February, that's kind of what I expect to do, to be honest with you, is that there's only a couple games, only 2 games. I will cover them as much as humanly possible. I'm going to be relying on news. I'm going to be relying on leaks, on rumors, on all that stuff, on things that you guys send me, okay? And then beyond that, kind of just, I did a lot of stuff this month and late last month in December on games that, could happen in 2021. I've done Days Gone and L.A. Noire and Sly and Infamous and all Skull and Bones and Resistance. I made so many videos, and they actually do relatively well. Actually, really, some of them do really, really well. Some of them don't do as well, but I've almost run out of them to do, so I'm kind of out now for February when we're kind of dead. But as we get closer to more games, to more movies, you can start to expect, I would say, a better blend, not just of news, right? But also talking about the things that are coming. I still can, and in the past, I used to do, say like Black Widow. I would maybe start covering, and say Black Widow like releases in May. Okay, I think it may get delayed, but whatever. Say it releases in May. I would probably start talking about it right now if it was a few years ago. But in all honesty, the way YouTube works is like nobody's really looking for that stuff right now, okay? You gotta wait till it gets a little bit closer. Some things are different, like Scream, I found a spot in. I'm one of the bigger Scream channels that do stuff. Pirates, I'm like the only Pirates channel, right? So you find your niche sometimes, but for other things you do have to wait. So that's what I think February is, though. Like there's a lot of games coming out in March. Prince of Persia, I know Returnal just got delayed, but there's actually quite a few other games. Balan Wonderland, right? It Takes Two. There's a couple games in March I'm really interested in, so hopefully we can start covering those games in February. And obviously, again, if there's any big news, any big rumors, any big leaks, that's going to happen. We got a lot of plans for 50K. We'll probably talk a little bit more about those plans in late February, because if we're at 46, 47, 48, somewhere in that range, which I do think we'll be at the end of February, obviously we'll be a little bit closer. But right now, hopefully we're very close, if not hit 45. Christy will be showing her face in the next live stream. I will not. and then I will go for 50K, and we also have a couple other surprises for when we get to 50K. It's going to be big. I don't know how we're going to top it for 100K, but we're going to try, okay? And that's obviously a much longer time away, but very, very exciting. Again, I really do want to thank you guys. You guys are, again, the diehards. You guys really support me, no matter what I make, so I really, really do appreciate it. We had a fantastic January, considering we had nothing really to go off of. February is kind of the same thing. March is a lot busier. Also with like Snyder's Justice League, Godzilla vs. Kong, like there's more stuff in March. There's actually a lot of stuff going on in March that I think is going to be really exciting to cover. And then I think it's going to pick up from there. April doesn't have too much. May doesn't have too much, but they do have some. And then really gets into E3 territory, which probably won't happen, but there'll be like announcements and news and showings of games and movies and stuff like that. I do think the world is going to eventually get better, so there's that to look forward to, right, where movies will actually release themselves, which you'll see more movie stuff on these channels. I don't do as much. I used to do a lot of movie things, a lot. I don't do them anymore because there are no movies. But I will be going back to that. I don't think the audience, my audience, will respond the greatest to some of them because they're probably just not used to seeing it. But that's just what I do. I definitely want to do it. So let me know, guys, any comments, any questions, any suggestions, anything in the comments below. I'd love to take a look at it. I'd love to answer it either, in the comments, or I could even answer it in the next video. Okay, I kind of want to build up some questions and comments and answer them all together. All right. Thank you all so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. Let's race to 50K together, and I will see you guys on the next video.